Thank you for calling Outback in Germantown. This is Sydney and Matthew.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Well, not too good to be honest with you. I'm having a bit of an issue today. I'll let you know beforehand that I have already gone to one Outback Steakhouse tonight, and I had a bit of an unpleasant experience, but I would like to still go out to dinner, and I was thinking about coming there, but before I do, here's the situation that I'm dealing with. I've been going to Outback Steakhouse for a long time. I'm a big fan of the restaurant and everything on the menu. And usually me and my wife will go and have dinner. And we order the bloomin' onion as an appetizer, which I've noticed in the past couple of years has gotten smaller. It's not as big as it used to be, which is fine. I understand maybe there's health concerns or reasons for downsizing the bloomin' onion. But what I wanted to know, or at least I assumed I could do, is I went to my usual Outback in the area, and I brought my own onion, which is a larger onion, and they refused to prepare it for me. And then they said they asked us to leave because we got into an argument about it. So I was wondering if I could bring my onion there to have my larger onion prepared at your restaurant in the bloomin' onion style.
Oh, okay. So are you coming in tonight, or are you ordering tonight? I don't understand.
Well, yes, I was going to come in, but only if I can get a guarantee that if I bring my own onion, you'll prepare it for me.
Yeah, we'll take care of you.
So if I brought in my own onion, you would make the bloomin' onion?
If you brought in your own onion,
Yes.
let me ask our manager real quick.
Okay, well, maybe I should just speak to the manager.
Thanks for holding. This is Vicky. I'm the manager. How may I help you?
Hi, are you the manager of the restaurant?
Yes, sir. How may I help you?
Okay, well, I don't know if they relayed my question to you, but basically I had an issue at a different Outback, and I was going to come there and replace my regular Outback Steakhouse with your restaurant.
What kind of meal are we talking about? What kind of food are we talking about?
Well, an onion.
An onion. A blooming onion?
The bloomin' onion,
A
which...
blooming onion. What kind of, what about where you picked it up?
Well, I didn't pick it up. That's the issue. I was going to come to that restaurant. Look, I've been eating the bloomin' onion for years. I get that as an appetizer anytime I go to my regular
I'm sorry,
Outback.
sir. I'm so sorry. So what regular Outback? Where do you get this blooming onion usually?
Well, usually I've been getting the bloomin' onion for years, you see, but I've noticed that
When? Where? Here or which one? Which location Outback?
the one in Herndon, but I need to find a different...
Arlen.
No, in Herndon. But I have to find a different Outback because, well, you see, I noticed that the bloomin' onions have gotten smaller in recent years, and I was wondering if I could perhaps bring my own onion to the restaurant that's a more appropriate size. And so I brought one into the Herndon restaurant, and they told me that they wouldn't do that, and we got into a bit of an argument.
No, we don't do that, sir. We can't cook another onion.
Well, the onions...
We're liable for it.
I understand that, and that's why I'll make sure the onion is clean before I bring it in.
Yeah, but we just can't, because we can't bring another food and cook it.
Well,
We can't do it.
if it'll be like you're getting it from the store. In fact, I could sell you the onion.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, because we are only allowed to cook products that come out of our vendors.
Okay, well,
That product did not come out of our vendors. Sorry.
we could set it up so that I'm seen as a vendor, and I can bring in...
I'm sorry, sir. I really can't. I'm very sorry.
Well, what if I go to one of your vendors and select an onion How about this? If I come, can I take a look at the onions you already have and choose one that I think would be more, not one of the smaller sized onions?
I mean, you can come in. We're in Germantown, Maryland. You can come in and order an onion if you like it. That's fine. If you don't like it, we can make a new one. We usually don't show the onions that we have. I mean.
So if I came to your restaurant, you would allow me to go.
Order one. Ours are pretty nice. They're big sizes. They're not small.
Well,
so you might be okay.
I mean, they used to be the size of a Honeycrisp apple, and now they're getting, much smaller. If I came to that one, would I be allowed to go into the kitchen to?
No, you're not allowed to be in the kitchen.
So you would bring all the bring all the onions out to me at my table.
Well, listen to this. We use the same, so they're gonna be. I think ours are a little bigger, but to be honest, it's the same vendors.
So this is the big. This is the big onion. Your onions
are.
Big
onion. The one that they have is the same one we have.
Well, okay. Well, then here's a question for you. What if I come to your restaurant and get the official large Outback Steakhouse onions, and then I purchase several of them to bring to my regular Outback in Herndon? That way I don't have to come all the way there for dinner. I can just get several onions now, and
you
then.
You want to buy the raw onions?
Yes.
I cannot sell you raw onions, sir.
Well, you can give them to me, and then I'll bring them to the other Outback Steakhouse in Herndon.
Sir, I'm sorry. Can you call us tomorrow? I mean, I do need to talk to the partner.
Well, I haven't.
Manager here.
Well,
he's not here right now.
Well, we haven't had dinner yet tonight. We still have to have dinner tonight, and we're trying to figure out which Outback Steakhouse will either let us go into the kitchen to choose our onions ourselves, or bring our own onion in. I don't understand why this is so complicated.
We just can't. I'm sorry. It's not. I don't make the rules. I'm very sorry about that, sir.
But the Outback Steakhouse, Outback Steakhouse has no rules. That's right there in the advertising. And I call in with one question.
We do have blooming onions. I just can't let you bring.
No, it says no. It says no rules. That's what they say. And this is the one time I've ever had any kind of complaint or question, and I'm immediately met with the rule.
I understand. Well, the answer will be no. If you do have to talk to the partner, right now it's Saturday. We're a little busy, but you can talk to them tomorrow.
What if I paid extra to bring in my own onion?
Sir, can I pull you on hold? Hold you one second.
Well, I just want to know why.
This is Russell. How may I help you?
Hi. I was already speaking to a manager. I guess I needed to.
I am one of the managers as well, sir. She's trying to run the dining room, and we're on a long way, so she asked me to pick up the phone and speak.
Okay.
What was your concern, sir?
Well, my issue is I had a problem with the size of the bloomin' onions at a different restaurant, and so I wanted to bring in my own larger onion to have it prepared, and she's telling me that I can't bring in a larger onion to have it prepared at the store.
Unfortunately, it's against health code regulations for us to do.
Well, that's why I was saying we have vacuum sealing equipment here for meat that we store in our freezer in the garage. So I could bring in the onion vacuum sealed from the store, or even prepackaged larger onions, so that it's not a health concern. Or alternative to that, if I could get the vendor information for the restaurant, I could probably purchase my own larger onions directly from the vendor. That way, we can figure out how to get
So you're saying when you go to a different Outback, they give you a small blooming onion?
Right, yeah. Well, I tried to bring in my own onion, and they made me leave.
Yes, because what it is, with the way the health department works is that when they come in, we have to actually have paperwork as to where everything came from. So we can only, put things in our fryer that came from vendors that are approved. Well,
there's no way to leave a note that says this man, he's been coming here for years. I'm a loyal customer of Outback Steakhouse. A way to leave a note for the health department that says.
The health department department would not care how many times you came here. They would literally fine us a lot of money and probably shut our doors if we did that.
Now, is that what?
If you were coming here for dinner, I can assure you that the onions that we do have
Well, the other manager
are quite large.
The other manager said that I could possibly come into the kitchen to pick out the onion that is used.
He told you could come into the kitchen?
Yes, we were discussing the possibility that I could maybe go into the kitchen to see the onions before they're prepared, and then pick out the onion that I like.
I mean, what she can do is, she can bring you to the doorway of the kitchen. I mean, you have to have on certain types of shoes to come into the kitchen.
What type of shoes?
Also, it has to be slip-resistant shoes, and because of the fact that you don't work for our company, if something was to happen to you while you were in our kitchen, that would be a very big problem for us. So I'm sure she wouldn't have a problem, bringing a couple of nice-sized onions to the doorway of the kitchen and letting you choose your onion. I don't think that would be a problem at all.
Okay, well, all right. That might be reasonable then. If you could prepare some kind of cart and bring out all the onions to the doorway of the kitchen. Now, will I need the shoes as well if I'm only going to the doorway, or do I need the shoes to go in the kitchen?
Yeah, I mean, this is not only the shoe problem, it's also a liability and insurance issue.
Well, I understand, but I mean, if it's just a question of shoes, I have no problem getting the right pair of shoes if it means that we can get to the bottom of this, quite frankly, sort of troubling onion issue.
I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem for us to just meet you at the doorway of the kitchen. So, I mean, we couldn't bring you all the way into the kitchen, but it would not be a problem for us to meet you at the doorway to the kitchen to show you some of the onions that are cut, so you can definitely pick out a nice one of the size that you like.
Well, that would be fantastic.
That would be a problem.
And what time do you close?
We close at 11 o'clock this evening.
Okay, well, I'll head over now. I should be there in about an hour and a half.
All right, perfect.
Now, do I need the shoes, or do...
No, where they're going to bring them to, you'll still be on the carpeted area right at the edge of the kitchen, so you'll be fine with any...
One pair of shoes, and just the one pair of shoes. I only need to bring one pair?
No, you don't need to bring any. She's going to come to the doorway of the kitchen.
Okay.
And meet you at the doorway of the kitchen and let you choose your onion.
All right. Well, that sounds good. I'll tell you what. I'll bring one of my onions just in case, and that way, if maybe the onions aren't as big, because I'll be honest, the other Outback Steakhouse, they said that their onions were quite large as well, but they were the same size that they've been the last couple of times. So I'll bring my onions just in case, and we'll take a look, and if none of those look good, maybe we'll use my onion. And just this one time, though.
All right.
So is that a promise that we can do it that way?
Yes, so when you get here, the manager on duty is in the front. Her name is Vicky.
Okay.
So when you get to the host stand, if you just ask for Vicky, she'll take care of it.
Okay, well, I'll be the man with the extra pair of shoes and the large onion in the Ziploc bag. So my name's Clarence. I'll be in there about an hour and a half.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, well, thank you. See you soon.
All right, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right.